Hello, chat. How are we? Hi. Things seem to be lagging since I started stream. Both the stream, like, animations itself, and the game. So I really hope it fixes itself. Otherwise we're gonna have an issue. But we are catching, we are building again, yet again. No way. I'm just going straight to it. Just because I want to see if the game is working, which it's not capturing. So that could be an issue. Oh, there we go. It is laggy. What's going on? What's happened? Oh. The screen just went black. Oh. Please. Okay. Okay. We might be back in business. Hold up. Okay, wait, it seems fine. Oh, never mind. Shouldn't have said anything. Never mind. Right. Shall we get to building? I think we shall. I realize that I'm building this on stream faster than I'm doing the like rest of it off stream. I spent like 20 minutes before stream building creative. I barely got anything done. So I need to like lock in and spend just a considerable amount of time this weekend just finishing this build. Because I cannot catch up for myself. It cannot happen. I've gotta lock in. Uh-oh. Why am I lagging so hard? Hi, Transit. What is going on? Is there Wi-Fi issues or something like that? Lord knows. Hopefully it'll be fine. Oh wait, I've definitely not started that. Hopefully this doesn't make it even more laggy. We gotta hope not. Boop 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 boop. What are we yapping about today, chat? Any yap topics? I fear all the things I have to yap about my life are either projects that I can't talk about for various reasons, or like uni stuff that I should probably keep personal so that I don't accidentally dox myself. I'm working on a lot of things currently, and none of them I can talk about. It is unfortunate. That's what it's like working in kind of behind the scenes of this community. Is I cannot talk about anything. But there is a lot going on. I've been getting very excited over MC stuff the past few days. I've been trying to put as much time into MC as I physically can. That amount of time is not a lot, but I've realized if I like set certain times and I say to the team I'm going to be working at a certain time, that will make me more likely to actually log on and do things. It's like with streams. It's like I know my stream times, so like for me that's just locked into my brain if I'm doing this, unless I absolutely have to do something else. I'm trying to get that kind of not necessarily scheduling, but the set times. One of my boyfriends is recently trans. Hey, sick. Oh, that block has disappeared. Did my 1 year on T video? I think it just got like hidden in the like YouTube algorithm. Let me check it again because it's been a while since I last clicked onto it. Yeah, I don't know what happened to that. I don't know how my 1 year video has done worse than every single other testosterone update I've done. I feel like that's like the big episode, you know? I don't know what happened there. YouTube did not like that one apparently. Is it because I was 2 hours late to announcing the fact that it was up? Was that it? I forgot to watch. Joking, guys. But I have so much I want to talk about, but I physically can't because if I talk about other things that I've been interested in, it gives spoilers towards MCU stuff. It's because like quite a lot of my life and what I'm thinking about, what I'm looking at, is revolved around the current MCU project. But if I say anything about the project or about the influences of the project, then it gives away what the project is. I have created hell for myself, I fear. I fear I can't deal with this. Shunned into silence by my own project. Oh. Do I have all my wood? Why do I never have what I need? Where? There's only 40 there. Let's hope that's enough. Oh, lag. Oh, there we go. What is this? I also don't have that. Boop. Why do I have nothing? Why do I actually what? What? What was I doing last time I was building? Why do I have none of these materials? Oh, now I need this. Okay. That should be fine. I did put this on, yeah. Boop. Oh. Hold up. Hold up. There's a fencer. Nice. Creeper. Amen. I did in fact look over just as that got. Wait, why? How are both of these okay? I don't. I'm not questioning it. It's fine. That is just a different block. Why did I do these smooth? You literally cannot. Okay, maybe it's because of that. You literally cannot see the center block of the rest of it. I didn't put that block there. I need to lock in. Lock into what I'm actually doing. Listen to Jeff Wayne what it was. I have not. I have not heard of it either. Okay, I'm gonna be like next time. I'm gonna be like, why have I put all this stuff away? I do in fact actually just keep this. Need to its peak. Ooh. There's something I can find on Spotify. We could put it on. Opera punk. It's an interesting combination of words. I'm not an opera fan. Honestly. Trust. Hold up, let me shove this into Spotify. It's just speaking. Is it just wait? Is it just speaking? Oh no, it does go on. Okay. I fear I wasn't paying attention. Hold up. Let me restart it. He really comes in just to let know what's going on. This would be so random. Fair. Ooh, went from dramatic to like party really fast. Bum, bum. Here, I'm not prepared. There we go. Boop. Groove. Why is it low key going hard? Purple. It's purple. Oh, I need the mud. Oh. There we go. Oh. Oh, there's so much happening. Ooh, that almost got me. That's magenta. I'm looking at the. That was a misclick. That wasn't because I even thought I knew that was magenta. Oh. Purple. Oh, these are gonna be so annoying because I can't actually place these. Why? I must have deleted the like structure blocks that I used. I can't actually place. Oh, that's not even the right one. I have to put structure blocks in all of them. I fear. Do I just leave dirt in front of the windows for now? Then I can build up. Okay. Whoa. This is crazy. There's so much happening in this track. That was kind of sick, not gonna lie. Whatever that instrument was, it was kind of a vibe. Table. Where are my tables? Where are the tables? Hmm. tables have gone missing. Are the tables even in one of these backpacks? Table building isn't going so well. Let me just yeet myself off of the building, and the music feels so dramatic for what I'm doing, but it's kind of funny. Tables. Yep, tables. What am I putting away? Maybe rock lights. I love how I have a water bucket. I have not once tried to clutch with it, so I'm putting that away as well. So I was getting the tables, wasn't I? The intros to every song. That's freaking intros to all of them. That was a fun noise. I like that noise. That was a good noise. So only 2 tables. I guess they're stacked up. The tiny, tiny detail of table building is crazy. It's just... This little area is such a random one. I can't lie. There's just a lot of random things going on, so it's gonna be an interesting thing to work out today. That one's a fence gate. Oh my god. I'm enjoying this. This is an experience. I'm assuming there's meant to be one of these on both sides, which may throw out my count. Maybe there isn't, actually. It feels... I don't know, because I've done it twice. I fear there might be a reason. Can't remember what I even built myself, I'm not gonna lie. Boop. Okay. Okay. Oh, I do need the fog lights. Frog lights. Is this some magenta? The comments real like you damn. Do I have more purple glass? I feel like I'm gonna need more purple glass. I need this. Okay, well, I don't have more glass here, so hopefully it'll just be fine. Is that... oh, that's black, that's tinted. Right. Why have I done this to myself? Why is there texturing within the dark glass? I don't have these blocks. Let me shove a couple things into my... That feels like something I need. Right, let's go see if I can grab... That's like a little like space detector. Sure, that's what it's meant to be. This is such a random bit if anybody happens to stumble into this. I'm committed. I'm gonna stick this all the way through. This is what we're doing today. Coming isn't the next, and the playlist isn't in order. Yeah, it is. I haven't shuffled it. It is in order. Oh my god, these are like, oh, every one of them's like 10 minutes long. Hi, Lucas. How long is this? Is a 1 hour, 44 minutes. What have you committed to me to, Transit? This is released the 12th of June 1978. It's a book with music. Oh, I'm excited. Seems quite fun so far. It's the speaking. I know it's just introducing the bits from the book, but it's the speaking that really gets me. Oh, close up window. Oh, the windows are gonna really get me. Look at have this vlog. Bop. Thing is, I can't hear it quite clear enough to actually make out what it's saying. They just say wet limb. You. We are listening to Jeff Wayne's musical version of the War of the Worlds. Please, Cherubi. Don't force my hand. Bang. I don't have the glass for making these mistakes. I need a such pickaxe is what I need. I fear I'm too bad at knowing which glass is which. This says it says it in the top corner, so I'm just like, but I still somehow mess it up. Tinted glass. Tinted glass. It's also black. Tinted. I'm crying. It is a groove though. Like, it is such a groove. It's just the speaking every now and then. Catches me so off guard every time. I do know Baby No Money. I don't really listen to his music, but I know of his content. What am I looking for? Is that this shit? What is this? Polish Blackstone stairs. Please say I have Polish Blackstone stairs somewhere, surely. BB nuts. Okay. The amount of times I've walked to my chest monster. This is just the walking off the edge of a building without even flinching. It's such a vibe though. Like, it goes so hard. This has no right to go this hard. Made an interesting post. Oh. A really cool music videos. I have not watched any of his music videos either. I just see his Instagram posts. But that's about it. I don't think they're meeting Jeff Wayne. It's normal battle. Where are these things? Where art thou? I need to stop. I have adopted the mannerisms from Bannerful SMP, and I genuinely need to stop. Every thought is in the kind of like medievally old English. It's an issue. I genuinely sometimes have to translate my thoughts into normal English. Has the brain rot gone too far? No. I wouldn't even say I watched that much of Bannerfall. I watched like one POV. That's it. And somehow I've adopted the mannerisms. Crashing out, I'm crashing out, I'm crashing out, I'm crashing out. Come up, pin again. Please rise. Thank, oh, too far. Thank you. It's got such a goated spacey vibe. I need to listen to this properly and like get the story. It's not brain rot, it's brain nourishment. You're about to do a primitive instinct. So basically, I was watching the stream for like 3 hours. Okay. In fact, no, I wasn't. I was in class. Like my class was scheduled during Bannerful Day. How dare it? And then I was watching the stream on 2x speed to catch up, and then watching it live. This has just become a thing for me now. Whenever I miss the start of a stream, I watch the like start in like super speed, and then, until I catch up, and then I watch normal. It's quite a funny way of doing things. I'm not gonna lie. But I go, and there's been trouble. Mill one of the crossbeams is gonna skew on the what? Don't know what that means. I'm not gonna lie. Come on. Why is there? I guess it's just because I was building for the outside, and when I put these on here, I just didn't change the ones behind. I was like, why is this a different block? God, too many different types of blocks. Can't deal with it. What is this? that a stair? Is that a full block, I think? Where is it a full block? I don't have these blocks. Where are these blocks coming from? Wait, what was I doing? I don't know. I don't know anymore. I have no idea. Home was now in range of a Marshall's heat wave. At least his voice is nice. Ooh, that was funky. I can be got by things. Saying I'm very proud of me, so see I have been not yapping about it but alluding to it. There's a lot going on. I'm trying to lock in and just shove as much time as into it as I physically can, but I might have to get some extra helping hands in, I think. I say that like literally every day and I still have not messaged the people that I need to message. But why do I have sweet berries? Oh, and a grass terror shard. In fact, I'm not gonna put those in there and clutter. I'm just gonna chuck them off the edge. There was a tournament on Catchem happening on Sunday, by the way. It's a tag team tournament, so it's like 2-player pairs. And me and Kaiko were teamed. It's gonna be a fun time. Gotta go such a okay, but I will return. Okay, we will continue listening to this in your absence. Transgender. I'm too intrigued now. I simply am locked in. Should probably check what time my classes start tomorrow, because I know tomorrow is like a really busy day for me. To avoid streaming too late and not getting enough sleep tonight, because I fear they may start early in the morning. We will see. Where's my phone? Calendar moment. Oh, 11. 11's not too bad. Can deal with that. I think, to be fair, as much as I really love late classes, I should very much just have early classes, because it means I actually do more with my day, because it forces me out of bed, and then I'm not a napper, to be fair. If I'm awake, I'm awake, and I'm just committed to being awake all day, because usually napping makes it worse. If I'm tired, like having to force myself up after a nap makes it worse. So I'm very much not a napper. So if I have to be up at 7 a.m. for a class, I am awake from 7 till at least midnight. And that's just how it is. Like then I'll be done with class by the time I'd usually wake up. So I have like probably before I usually wake up, I am back home. So I have a lot more time in my day when I have a 9 a.m. class, because like today my class was at 4 till 6, and I woke up I think around 11. So, and then like I had a shower, like had breakfast, had a shower, did not very much, had lunch, did like an hour of things, then had to go to class. It felt like I had no time in my day. So I feel like earlier classes are like better for me. My class went honestly very well. I got to yap to my professor for a bit, which is quite nice. Because I feel like one thing with uni is you really don't get that personal connection. He was asking me like where I was from, and so oh, that is the wrong block, and and he really likes my home area, which is really fun. Obviously, I'm not gonna say what specifically he said, but the second I said it, he was like, "Oh my god, I've been there so much. I love that place," and I was like, "Yo." Except from the fact that I never actually say like my specific home area because it is in fact just a tiny place, kind of in the middle of nowhere. So I always go the nearest like big town to me. I think moving to London, I have realized I am more of a city guy than a living in the middle of the countryside guy, which is just kind of unfortunate for where I was brought up. But I very much enjoy the city. There's just so much more going. I can just go and do things, which I know like the majority of the cases like in the countryside. Or like I guess in smaller areas of the UK, you can just go out and do things, especially if you can drive. One, I can't drive. Two, when I say I lived in the middle of nowhere, I literally could not walk to a shop. There was nothing in a walkable distance of me to do. So the complete and utter contrast of London to that, like, the world is my oyster. Truly, I can just go do whatever at any point, and it does not matter. Like, absolutely nothing is stopping me. Can even get on a train and go anywhere else as well, and walk from there. Like, just truly, I just have so much freedom. The fact that I've only been to Brighton once since I got here, that needs to change. I need to go back. In fact, I was contemplating going tomorrow because Jay got tickets to another of Callum Berry's shows, and it's in Brighton tomorrow. And I was like, I could. I would not probably get from. Let me turn this down a little bit. I probably would not actually get there in time. Uh, but I was like, I physically, for some reason I thought the Cape Town gig was this week slash today. Not today obviously, but like last week when I was talking to Jay about it, I was like, oh no, I have a gig on the Thursday. I probably shouldn't do that. But then I realized literally while still with him the fact that that was not in fact true. But I didn't think it was a good idea to travel out to Brighton today after like so many hours of uni. I like a small town in the middle of nowhere, and I guess you know you mean I live. Maybe from the big city. Big city, yeah. I think one of my issues is after my 4 years of uni, I don't know how I'm gonna afford to stay in London if I want to stay in London. It's not a friendly place, um, for just living in general. I can afford it currently because I have all the uni benefits, but when not in uni, I don't know how you survive in London. And I'm slightly panicking currently because, basically when you, um, get out of first year in the uni that I'm in, you no longer have like confirmed accommodation with the university. So you can either get really lucky and get accommodation that the first years have just left, like the kind of leftover spaces, is given to everybody else, or you have to find a place to stay in London. And there is some like student price things, but they are abysmal. Yeah, you'd probably get like flatmates, which I don't really know anybody. I haven't really made any friends at uni. Um, so and quite a lot of the people I talk to seem to be commuters. So they live in London already and they live with their parents, or they live nearby enough that they get the train. So, chatting about uni. Um, but if I can't get the place that I'm in now or any of the other like student accommodations, the situation is like kind of difficult to navigate because one, I have nobody specific I'd want to share with. Like I have nobody I'd want to move in with. But also I'm currently on like a low income thing, so my accommodation is like heavily discounted. Well, heavily discounted for London. It's pretty normal for just in general. um, but I'd probably be paying like close to double the amount that I'm currently paying to just live somewhere, which is then just makes everything so much harder. But that is my predicament currently. But I'm hoping it will just work out. Yeah. I have some specific requirements I need that does make moving in with people quite difficult. I mean, I have random flatmates currently. Uh like I will always have random flatmates in uni accommodation. But the guaranteed thing with my uni accommodation is I get my own bathroom because of my disability. Um and that's incredibly important to me. Like if I don't have that, it doesn't really work, and I think that's pretty hard to get in flats in London. Student flats, most of them are shared bathrooms. Um, it's just not a common thing, or it's I guess not necessarily not common, just it's more expensive. Um, Especially with how many people you have to share with typically to get like a decent price. It's quite something. It will be figured out. There's also always a risk to moving in with random people. Like I obviously I kind of am in that situation regardless. But for me, situations like that aren't always safe because of my identity. So moving in with people I know is preferred, but it's kind of just not possible. Like I got quite lucky with my flatmates, I would say. Not necessarily lucky, but they are like normal human beings, which is good. They're respectful and nice. I mean, the kitchen tidying is questionable, but other than that, don't have too many issues. I looked on the rotor earlier this week and I realised that it's my turn to clean the kitchen, and I'm like, it's my turn to clean the kitchen, but I do it normally. I do it normally. We got yelled at for the kitchen not being clean once. And I went the same day after 7 hours of class and deep cleaned the entire kitchen. And some people did not even bother saying thank you. Most people did. Some people. Also, this is one thing that has really pissed me off recently. So after doing that clean of the kitchen, right, I left a little like cloth that I used to wipe the surfaces out because it was wet and I didn't want to put it, in my thing after I just washed it. And then I realized that people were using it. People were using it in front of me as well. Like it wasn't even like trying to hide the fact that they had like taken it and were using it, right? And pretty much everybody was using this cloth. So I was like, you know what? The kitchen has stayed tidy for like 2 weeks. So if sacrificing my cloth is what it takes for the kitchen to stay tidy, then so be it. The other thing is communal. If you leave anything out in this place, it's communal. Like literally anything getting left out, everybody will use it. I think things of mine have gone missing. I'm pretty sure the knife I have currently isn't actually my knife, but the same day it went missing, there was one out on the countertop. So I was like, I need a sharp knife to be able to cook. So there's not really much I can do about this. They look pretty similar. They are not the same. Mine's a whole lot sharper, and this one's not anywhere near as good. But like, what can you do? But yeah, no, that's not the worst part, right? They took the cloth. They were using it. I accepted. I think I did at one point say like, hey, can we not? But that kind of got ignored. I was like, fine. If the kitchen's gonna stay clean, it's fine. I bought like a 5-pack, and I have most of them in my room, so they can't be taken. And then last week, I walk into the kitchen, and I know who's the culprit to this because I saw them wipe something up earlier, which would have led to this. But the cloth, that cloth, was in the bin, just at the top of the bin. They didn't even like try to, again hide the fact that they had thrown it away. It was in the bin, and I think it's because it just got so gross that they couldn't be bothered to clean it up or like to wash it anymore. Which I'm not taking the cloth out of the bin. I'm also probably not going to confront the person who I'm pretty sure did it. And be like, hey, buy me a new one. But Lord knows I'm not leaving anything out there anymore. But now the kitchen's not staying quite as clean, and I'm like, god damn it. Please. I can't. I have a little like refillable sponge thing as well, and I know that gets used all the time because I literally bought a little like soap dish tray to put it on so that it wouldn't get the counter all wet, and sometimes it's just not on that, and I'm like, well, I always leave it on that, so if it's not on that, it means somebody else is using it, and the soap in it is going down suspiciously fast, and I buy both the soap and the like replaceable sponge heads for that. The amount of money that is being sucked out of me by people just assuming everything in that kitchen is communal is crazy. Is this a mansion or a castle? It is a citadel. So, I guess closest to castle. it does, the final form does look very castle-y. It's got those kind of towers. A citadel. Yeah. Gothic citadel is kind of what it's modeled after. Definitely not something I've ever done. I've done castles, not specifically citadels, but Gothic architecture is something I'm well versed in. It's got an opera now. I guess he did say it was what was the word opera punk. Is your name Dr. Breen? Exactly. Oh, I just clicked the wrong one. I was like, wait, that is tinted glass. No, I clicked on that glass. Um, God, I'm gonna need more tinted glass, I think. I just say the creaking heart Minecraft reference. It might not have. Don't even. What else didn't happen? You mean it in like as a fictional way, or did something happen to it? Did I not? I just didn't put the things on this apparently. This is a long layer. This is, we haven't moved from this layer this entire stream. It's one of those. Like, this is a really complex layer. There's so much going on. Why is it like this? I do feel like it's easier to oh oh, do I have magenta stained glass? I don't. Right, I will plop these down and I will go grab a magenta stain. This layer has just been like realizing that I don't have anything. So, boop. I need to, once this is done, I'm gonna restock. Well, not like, you know, this layer's done. I'm gonna restock my backpacks. I think my backpacks are empty enough that everything from here should fit into it. Or like the majority anyway. So that I don't have to keep running back and forth. Oh, that is not the right one. Here's just how many blocks. This is also not the right. I just got two of the just completely wrong blocks. Here's how many blocks we've placed now. With the fact that my backpacks are getting emptier. Oh god, do I not have any stairs either? Okay, no, never mind. Okay, yeah. 7,000. That is purple. Oh wait, no, this what is in my hand is also purple. I need extra dirt for how much I'm using for Windows supports. It's not that it needs to be dirt at all, but just say it's lit by green fascism. I'm pretty sure that's not what it said, but that's what I've heard. Book idea. It's a book of the life of two trans friends, people, one mask and one femme. You know, at the end they both wake up from one of their perspectives. Wait, what? This sentence is long. I realized they were the gender they meant to be. Oh, I'm gonna do this first. Bam. Keep site. Des. I love this type of music where it's like really storytelling. It's not something I really listen to much, but like it fits in so well. I remember when Iris released the book of um the Stripes story, which you guys probably have no idea what this means. And she also put up like a spoken version of it, an audiobook version of it. I say book, it was like a short little story. But and there was music, and it was just so cool to be able to just listen to it. And have kind of all the like audio, both like music and like audio editions when different things happen. It just felt so immersive. And I love that kind of thing. I love it in Minecraft events. We're working with a musician from MCU to have some custom music for our next project, and I have literally freaked out anytime anything's been sent. And it is a good musician. In fact, I can probably say who it is. It's Noah Time Traveler. Very good at what he does, and I have been going insane over every track that I've been sent. They go so hard, and they work so perfectly. It is crazy. Okay. Oh, I should have paused the recording rather than stopping it, because then I have to like go in and reposition myself and every. It's one of those. But I could do with restocking the backpacks, and I'm not entirely sure how to do this because I have like such specific stuff in my inventory, and I probably want to keep the specific stuff in my inventory. I'm gonna shove all of this into here, and then I can take a little bit of everything. In fact, kind of everything of the more uncommon lot. This is just logs. Is that an issue? I feel like they should be like wood. But here's the saying. Restocking with the random ass things. Okay. Just grab this stuff now. Should probably shove my backpacks down, shouldn't I? Okay. Oh. I'm just filling up like the random and not quite full things. Okay. We are getting there. That's all the chocolate boxes. Wait for this one next, because the last one is just back sandstone. And I can probably come back for it. We'll see if all of this can fit in. Not quite. It is all my backpacks full. That's fine. There we go. We restocked. Keep going. This is gonna get harder now. Because everything is going vertical and there's no like step up to it. This is like the last one I can jump onto. I guess let's go smooth like sandstone again. It's not the block I intended to place. Your typical run around with this first. Although I feel like Subak Sandstone is becoming less and less of the main block. Although, no, actually, to be fair, there is just long walls in places, which make that not actually the case at all. I feel like it's a lot of block variety with the windows being put in as well. There's less like smooth runs. I'm gonna just do a little bit of like shimmying so that I have a few stacks of this to work with. And I thought, you know, as the Middle East went to war, I just wanted to make what? What is happening? What is happening in this log? I'm just like an audible plane now. Ooh. Annual. Yeah. It's a little staircase up to this bit still. Which is nice. Makes my life easier. The fact that we're probably only gonna get 2 layers done today. We're just at a very like different block variety heavy layers. The progress is minimal, but it's still the same amount of time put in. You're very close though to the okay, yeah, tower threshold. It's here. I was hoping we'd hit the tower threshold today, but that is looking incredibly unlikely. What do you guys want on Saturday? We have the options between Pokemon or more of the same. More of the building. Oh, I'm trying to get a group together to play. I'll be there, yeah, but I think saying Saturday would be too short notice. I also don't think at least no one person isn't available. In fact, I don't know any random. That's a lie. I fear. I fear you had lied to me. Ooh. Are these meant to be wood? Because that's not a log. It is wood. But I don't think I have just Umbran wood. There's a little. Okay, there is some here. It's not all super good. I mean, this is Minecraft. I mean, the Pokemon games. Is what I meant by Pokemon. Did I? I didn't place the log, though. I thought I placed the log. No, Nathaniel. No. Oh. Did Nathaniel die? Or did he just say something really, like, that you cannot agree with? It's just become like a musical. Musical soundtrack. Ah, yes, I need the stripped. Gimme, gimme. Do a run of I don't remember now. That's me for real. Uppies. Uppies, please. Okay, I can. This is mildly inconvenient. Do this for now. Oh, eh. Purple. It's so dramatic. Manchester Metrolink is the largest tram network in the entire UK. That doesn't surprise me. Manchester is in fact the big place. Also, I feel like there are not many tram networks in the UK. I could be wrong. To be fair, I haven't been to that many places in the UK. Oh, there isn't a tram in London, is there? Oh no, there might be. I don't know if it's referred to as a tram though. Because of cars. That's fair. I feel like I'm literally every single one of these wrong around, but I don't think it even matters because they're being. I shouldn't have stepped down from there. They're being covered anyway. Croydon tram. God, he's taking the Croydon tram. Did I? I did do all of these. I can shut this. No. I think it'd be a tram, I believe. Oh, yeah, because the overground isn't a tram. So, yeah. I guess I wouldn't know the Croydon tram, so. I wanted to go to Croydon because of the fact that it's like the Bears and Trees like hometown, you know, where they started. I was like, huh, it would be kind of fun to explore Croydon. And then I heard so many things about Croydon. I was like, never mind. Actually, maybe I don't go to Croydon. Uppies. Do engineering for fun. This statement is invalid. You do engineering for fun. I do engineering for I guess I was about to say not fun, but that's not entirely accurate. I do engineering for uni. Mm, I'm assuming you're talking to Lucas and not me, given the fact I have in fact been to Manchester many a time. Maybe you were talking to me then. Manchester was my closest city. Growing up. It's Stockport. Stockport, nice. Feel like I have not heard honestly anything about Stockport, so it doesn't really tell me much. What is happening in the song currently? What is going on? Sounds very dramatic. There is a curse on mankind. Mud. God. Very dramatic, aren't they? Just me listening to any musical ever. I'm not a musical fan, and what really cracked me up was the Hunger Games on stage. The fact that they tried to make it kind of musically. Like it wasn't a musical, but they tried to add those elements. So there was just fight scenes, intense fight scenes, and then the dead people would rise up and just start singing. I didn't get the point, honestly. I think they just had to give a reason for those people to get off stage, but so confusing. I genuinely just started laughing so hard, and there's just this intense fight scene. And they just start singing and dancing, as if just the fact that they weren't dead. I'm not saying that just in case. I don't know what's going on. You said something was posted earlier. Spiking clip in and to be fair, I have not listened to Vinomany's music, so it would be not accurate. Well, because I guess another thing about these things is, you know, they have to give context to what's going on. So they have to explain things. They have to explain Katniss's, like, emotions. So a lot of it was just Katniss talking through her emotions and stuff. And it's like, it really subtracts from it if you're a Hunger Games enjoyer, to be fair. I mean, not always, like, you know, knowing the characters' emotions is good, but like kind of the really basic explanations for everything. Like, I understand if you didn't know the story, you would need them, but for me, I was just like, please just get on with it. The Hunger Games in November, yes, I still haven't watched the last one, unfortunately. I need to see if it's on any platforms that I can actually watch it on. Because it's actually been far too long of me saying I'm going to watch it, and I haven't. I need to, but I don't think it's on Netflix. That is in fact the only subscription I have. Actually, no. But I have Amazon. I have Amazon as well, but I don't think it's on Amazon. Summerson Snake is peak. I know the buck is peak. So I'm excited for to actually get to watch it. It is on Netflix? Which one wasn't on Netflix then? Because I remember me and Lucas were looking through them, and I know that there was one. Was it the second of the third book? Like the last normal one? Normal. The last of the like main films. Is that the one that's not on Netflix? Which is a bit of a piss take if so. Yes, here's your entire series, and -1. This one you have to go pay for elsewhere. Yeah, I should probably do it this way, option. Cool. They moved all the first four and left some as a state? Huh. Okay, that must have happened since I was watching the other ones. It's interesting. I find this with the Hunger Games. Every time I want to watch it, it's not where I want it to be. Or like one or two of them are. I need to rewatch the third books ones. Because it's been so long, because when I was binge watching them last, they weren't up. And then when I was just casually watching them last, I didn't get around to it. But like, since I've watched the last film, it's actually been so long, and I think that's like my favorite one as well. I need it. I need it in my life. I've actually been watching Wednesday again. I stopped because I didn't have a Netflix subscription for a bit. And then I got the Netflix subscription and didn't watch anything on Netflix. But the monthly £5 going out of my bank reminds me that I need to actually be watching things on Netflix. I need so many different blocks. Please. But do I have that salt on me? I was about to say, of course not. I thought I saw it. No. Salt on stairs. Did I not? I could have sworn I came around and did this. This is me back answer. I saw hair. I could have sworn I did these extra ones, but I only do it on the other side. E. between Swedish and English, which is my first language. Wait, is English your first language or is Swedish your first language? I'm assuming English is your first language. I mean, that's fair. I'm just really bad at learning languages. I just cannot seem to grasp it. Which is why I did Latin at school. To be fair, I did very well for the short time that I did do Spanish, but the teacher was low-key bullying me, so I did not continue to take it. Which is a crazy thing to say, but... To be fair, one of the Spanish teachers are really nice, but I knew that I probably wouldn't get the one that I wanted for GCSE, and I probably couldn't ask to change again. Because in Iggy 9, I switched my Spanish teachers because I complained about the one that I was given. I think I had her possibly the year prior. It might have been, yeah, it has to have been the year prior that I had her, and I just couldn't stand another year of it, but I was forced to take Spanish for another year. So it was quite something. And I feel like doing Spanish would have been much more useful than doing the Latin. We got my Latin class. We got like it was a complete 180 because it was really fun up until the point where we had exams. Because they just didn't really tell us what was on the exams, and they also didn't really teach us that until the teacher that I had for the majority of my GCSE left really suddenly. I think due to illness, but none of us really know. And the actual like head of the subject comes in and he's like, yeah, you guys have just not been taught anything you actually really need to know. 'Cause, I mean, we were having a great time. But I guess having a great time and learning stuff doesn't go hand to hand in school. So our last like few months of Latin classes, it was just pure stress. They introduced our like story that we needed to learn. Well, I guess they didn't introduce it, but like so much of it was done so last minute. It was, oh my god. I actually cannot. It was awful. Why have I done this to myself? Science. My teacher bullies you? Yeah. She did not like the quiet kids in the class. If you weren't engaging, she'd just be like, she was like whispering, and was like, maybe if I speak in your language, you'll respond to me. It wasn't specifically targeted at me, per se, but my entire row was very quiet people. When I was in her class. For some reason, just my row was very quiet, so it was always kind of addressing the entire row. But she really didn't like when people were quiet and not wanting to interact with her. It was really odd, and I was very shy and very uncomfortable all the time, and I just hated the class because of it. The other Spanish teacher was like the complete opposite. She would do so well. Like her classes would be so fun and so engaging that she would get everybody who would usually not be engaging as heavily in classes to engage. Like, I understand if a language you need to like speak it to learn it. But unfortunately some of us have anxiety. So that's not as easy said as done. But she could not understand why people wouldn't want to at least attempt to speak Spanish. It was a nightmare. And I'm so glad I didn't do a language where I had to speak it. I'm not gonna lie. Latin you don't have to speak. They do not care. You don't even really have to write it. I wrote very little actual Latin. It was mainly translating from Latin to English because who's writing in Latin? It's just like the old stories that you're translating, and the stories are absolutely insane. Like, classics is crazy. All these classical stories. But sometimes the translations were so crazy. Because I did Latin for 7, 8, 9, 5 years. Sometimes these translations, you think they are just the most, like, insane things. You could not have possibly got them right. And then they'll go through the answer to the actual translation, and it will just be that, like, absolutely batshit crazy translation. It's genuinely insane. I cannot give a specific example, but my god, was there some interesting things said in those texts. Remember somebody being like transformed into a cow? We were like, we did not get this right. I mean, I think part of that story we did not get right. Somebody drowning somebody in a bath. That's what I remember. And not like a normal bath, like the Roman bath, like the big, like, I don't know how to describe it. If you know what a Roman bath is, you know what a Roman bath is. Like, I guess like a pool type thing. That's as close as I could explain. All kinds of magical, like, transforming people into various things or taking things away. The whole story of like Mount Vesuvius erupting, but like with guy called Caecilius. That was like the whole of year 7A, the Cambridge Latin course. It's crazy. Genuinely crazy. But it had us hooked because like we were like in year 7 and 8 we were translating the same story but different passages from it. So every time we came back to class we were like, oh my god, what's gonna happen to Caecilius next? Caecilius est in horto. Achilles is in the garden, no way. The dog died at the end. The dog didn't escape Mount Vesuvius erupting. The dog died, and it went into detail about the dog dying. Bye, Transit. Flippin' dog. Devastating. Traumatic experience for our entire class. It was a sad, sad day. But yeah, no, a lot of people killing people or like threatening things or magic. I think even our like text that we had to memorize for our GCSE had some kind of weird turning somebody into an animal. When I was a young boy, I set out for Miletus for the Olympic Games. And the fact that I still remember the first line of our set text, because we had to memorize that shit. It's like a drama exam. Like, before our like third paper, there was just the entire Latin students just chanting this story. It was an interesting subject for sure. To be fair, I am partly glad I did it. I'm partly really annoyed that I did it because my school didn't let you not take a language. So because I didn't want to take a spoken language, I had to take Latin. Which it's kind of useful if you want to go into like medicine or something, which I guess at the time I was thinking I was going to, and I guess I am partly in medicine because like they use Latin words quite often. But you don't need to know the translation of Latin words to do medicine. But like if I didn't do Latin, I could have done another creative subject. In fact, I wanted to take drama. I probably would have ended up taking geography instead because I ended up switching from geography to 2D design last second. So I probably would have. Like I wanted to take drama as well. I just wasn't high enough on my priority list for me to actually end up taking it. But like if I didn't do Latin, I probably would have taken drama and I probably would have absolutely loved it. But I ended up just being a STEM kid with my only creative subject being in something that's also really used in STEM things, like really important in STEM things. So oh well, is what it is. But I loved drama so much when I was year 7 and 8 when I did drama. I did really enjoy it. Despite being very shy. And I did very well in it as well. I even did like school, but year 7, I was going crazy with drama related things. Yeah, I did all sorts. I wish I kept up with it, but sometimes education takes priority, I guess. I probably would have had it not for COVID because I was planning on doing I think it was High School Musical. High School Musical in year 8. I was a part of for like doing rehearsals until COVID struck, and we ended up not being able to do it. But I did Midsummer's Night Dream in year 7. Oh, massive spider. Which is really fun. I was a fairy. I had like a singular line and I got to sleep on stage for a bit. Be put to sleep by the magic power, and I was really, really happy with that. That was like incredible to me. Very pleased by the little things, younger me. I also did house drama, which I did have a little bit more of a speaking role in. I had my own little solo, not quite solo actually, but I got to like run onto stage, like say a bit of a joke, and then that was about it, honestly. But everybody thought I was really okay. How do I word this in the right way? Cute, but in like a young kid way, not in like a weird, creepy, romantic way. Because I was like a year 7 and I was tiny. And I had this was like very much pre-transition. I had my hair in like little braids, going like down with little ribbons, and I had glasses and they drew on freckles. It was like a school setting for the actual thing, and like little. Yeah, like the skirts with the like I don't know, I've forgotten what they're called. The skirts with the little like straps and like the bit at the front, but it's not like a full dress like that. And people just thought it was really sweet. I was also again very shy, so I had like the sixth formers because the sixth formers ran house drama. Uh, sixth formers in my house, like trying to make me better at saying lines, and not just speaking really, really quietly and not being really awkward. But honestly, I made such good friends with the sixth formers that ran it. They were really sweet, and one of them like was also my like form prefect. So would come in and do activities with us in the mornings, like Thursday mornings, and she did Secret Santa with us, and she got me for Secret Santa, and she gave me like this really cute little candle, and I still it was in my bedroom, depending if my parents threw it away when they moved or not. It might still be around. Lord knows. I don't know. But they came to one of the, as like alumni, they came and listened to one of the like Christmas Carol services, and they saw me there like a few years later, and they came and said hi. It was really sweet. But they made me like really want to be like, because the one who was my form prefect was also a head girl, and they made me really want to aim towards like a head of school role, which I still aimed for all the way up until actually getting to sixth form. And then I was like, fuck no, that's a lot of work. I also wanted to be inclusivity lead, which you can't do both at the same time. So I was like, oh my god. There was some things about being ahead of school that like really would have been fun, and I do think I would have enjoyed, but there was so much work, and I was so like completely and utterly overwhelmed with everything at the end of like lower sixth, so I was not going to take on more responsibility. But they do this trip in year 7 where they go to this like outdoor experience place with the year 7s, and if you were ahead of school you were allowed to go on that trip as like a helper. And what's fun about that, because I know to some people it'd be like, why the hell would you want that? What's fun about that trip is they make it like a scary story, and they take all like the year 7s in like different groups out on a midnight walk, and they basically jump scared the living hell out of the year 7s for 2 hours. And this was horrifying as a year 7, but I really wanted to do that as a sixth former. It would just be part of that like tradition. You're basically welcomed into the school by being like jump scared. And traumatic experience. It was so funny because the last year I was there, my therapist was invited on that trip, which I guess that says something about the level of jump scareness that they were doing to these poor children. But I just found that really funny. I was like, have fun with the like terrified crying kids after their midnight walks. I think what was funniest about my year when we did that was my group specifically. There were so many things that happened that added to the scare factor that weren't actually set up to happen. That the fact that it was staged was broken immediately when we got back, because like the sixth formers were like, there was so much of this that was not meant to happen. It was genuinely slightly scary. Like for example, they said like something about a dangerous man that just stands in the woods, and lo and behold, there was a man standing in the woods. And that wasn't set up. That wasn't meant to be there. There was just a guy on a phone, slightly near the road, who just first dressed in a full black, and then literally right next to that there was like a grey van that was also part of the story that they were telling, but also apparently was not set up, and that grey van stopped in the road and let us all cross in front of it, and the windows even the like front windows completely black out. You could not see who was in it, and all of us had to cross the road in front of this van, and the pure terror. I don't know why their like introduction thing to the school, like literally within like the first week you go on this trip or something like I don't know, maybe first month, maybe first week it's a little much. And the just entire trend like tradition of the school is to jump scare the living hell out of these 11-year-olds. And the teachers really enjoy it. The best part of those teachers' lives, I swear, is every year they get to absolutely terrify a new bunch of kids. Why is this still remaining blue despite the fact that I have placed locks? That's not very... Uh-oh. Also, did I put the replay back on? I hope I did. It's not midnight. There's not a reset. I am not on the server, in fact, Minecraft. I have to let this replay save before I do anything about this. Uh-oh. That is mildly inconvenient. Please replay. If there's only one replay file, that means I've actually just forgotten to restart it as well. Okay, there's two. Sick. Right. Let me do this. I did not want to work properly. Okay. Oh, but loading up the game is what lags my entire PC out earlier. Well, the game is crashing. It's not closing, it's just crashing. That's quite something. Let me check some things I've got whilst this is loading up. Because I realize I have quite a lot. Fun. Because I see what you put in the MCU thing. That's inconvenient. Don't know how we fix that. That's gonna be everything of like the similar thing to what you pointed out. It's gonna be the exact same. For all of them. Don't know what we do about that. Is Minecraft gonna load up? Is it? Or do we call it there? Because we're approaching 2 hours. If it crashes upon opening up, I'm just gonna leave it there. Well, my camera feels high up and my lights feel bright. Well, I mean, that brightness is from the motion. Okay. Okay, my camera is saying I'm centered. So, whatever. Please go. Why is that just beeps? I love how we've just had this on the entire time. Okay. We have a problem. Oh, help, help. Oh wait, you can't even see. Why can't you see? Oh, there we go. Help, help. I'm stuck. This is my life forever. Oh, if only there was a way for me to get out of this prison. Uppies. I should have renamed the Canada to Uppies. Uppies. I could have sworn I'd done a lot more of this than I have. But apparently not. This is because I did it on the other side. My brain's just like, you've done this before. To leave for dinner. Bye, Lucas. And the chow went quiet. Bye bye. Have a good dinner. Oh, my fingers just like spasmed. Is that how much building and typing I've been doing today? Ow, why does my finger hurt? You went, go to bed. No more Minecraft building for you. It's like my, the one I clicked the B key with. And the S key. Actually, no, not, sometimes the S key. Not, actually, no. Incorrect information. And the sprint key, that's what I meant to say. It's my R key. Have I not done this yet? It's... Magenta, bubble. Tinted glass. Not in there. Tinted glass. The vibes have shifted. This to be more like musical themed. It's so funny. No, one block off. Not quite. There's a lot more that needs to be placed over here, but still. Okay, I think we're gonna finish this layer and then call that there, chat. Which means we've done 2 layers today. But they have been complex ones. And I think the next couple will also be complex ones. And that might just mean that I do them maybe off stream. So you're not watching me literally just place a couple blocks. And that's just it. If once it's moving faster, I think the streams are a little bit more entertaining that way. There's more variety in what I'm actually building. But when I'm literally just trying to get a little of just the same things, repetitive. I mean, this isn't quite the same thing. There is new things going on here, but it's very similar. Oop. Oop. I did not want to place. This is an interesting little detail. What was going through my mind when I put that together? Probably, how can I make this different from everything else? Most likely. Put the fog lights away for a second and grab this. This, and parts. Don't I need? What don't I need? Basalt away and grab this. Obsidian's an annoying thing to misplace, but to be fair, with my pickaxe, it doesn't really take that much longer. Boop, boop. What did I need to eat to it? I don't think my hunger was that low, but I could be wrong. I'm on a singular chicken. This is all the food I have, I'm pretty sure. I don't think I actually have any more food. That might be something we need to sort out. And to be fair, I could just put like a wheat farm in my in one of the things. An industrial potato farm or something. To be fair, we are getting so close to the end of the season, that it feels a little too late for that. I'm sure there's people with plenty of food who can lend me some. Lending food, 100%. That's actually this. Listening to this is making me want to like read the book that this is based off, because it sounds intriguing. Oh, magenta. I enjoy space-themed things. I'm excited for the Project Hail Mary movie. Actually, I loved that book. It was quite a while ago that I read it. So I guess I won't quite remember what's going on, but I should probably get tickets to see that, because I really did enjoy that book, and I'm sure the film's gonna be great. That's something I could do with my family when I go see them in April. There'll probably be a week in April where I don't stream, or I guess I stream from my laptop if I really want to. Probably more likely I just don't stream. Because I'll be at my parents'. It will be nice to see them. But I cannot in fact take my laptop. Not my laptop, my PC. I don't think my laptop is like, okay, it's good enough quality to stream from for sure, but it's not the most useful. I also won't have like a proper mic or camera, so I probably won't bother. I'll probably just have a nice holiday away. I say holiday, I'll be revising for exams. It's always exam season. I feel it's gonna be the new normal whenever I see my parents now. It's mostly during exam seasons that we have the break to actually go home. She's like, hi, but also I'm going to be sitting in my room for like countless hours studying. So, okay, I think we are done here. It's pretty exactly on 2 hours. So you know what? That's pretty good. Set up the next. So let's have a look around. Yes, continuing on with the like interesting things that are going on over here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's still 6 before it gets to the towers. Damn, that's like 3 streams at the pace that we were going at today. Although this layer does not seem very complex. That's fine. We're getting there. I think past here is where, like, if I can get the next layer on so that we can then do them at the same time, I mean, it would add so much more. I think, in fact, I'm gonna work on, like, the inside. So once, like, I get these towers up, like, this schematic that I've got currently, once I got this up, I'm gonna then work on the interior rather than like finishing the exterior, so that I have the like base of my gym up and ready, and then I just have to finish the exterior, which there's probably not going to be any interior in the rest of the build unless I decide I want to add stuff just for myself. Faster. Okay. Yes. I am leaving this here then, I think. I will definitely. I mean, next Catch 'em stream. I think we're gonna do Pokemon tomorrow. Next Catch 'em stream will be the tournament on Sunday. Unless tomorrow me and Kaiko are panicking and we're like, yes, need to lock in and prep for the tourney. Not tomorrow. Saturday. I won't be live tomorrow. But yes. Pokemon stream probably on Saturday at 9 p.m. GMT. Yup, normal time. Very much normal time. Okay. Gonna minimize my thing then. Boop. Is Lynn live or just playing? Lord knows. Let's have a look. I think just playing. Yeah, and it's not live. Let's find somebody raid then. Boom, boom, boom. Um. Let's raid Antari. Okay, say hi to Antari. I will see you guys on Saturday. I'm saying 5, but I actually still have 8 seconds. What should I say?